Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The back's got it. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Down here for this offense. Single back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Offense in hurry-up mode.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. They can't stop him. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. In the red area, it's Selden. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Volunteers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll run it to the left. Spins away from defenders. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the junior gets home, making a...
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Hits this one off the side of his foot. That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
It's a run to the left. Powers through. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Tennessee 7, Notre Dame 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Makes a quick grab. They get him down after the completion. And the Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Snags the quick throw. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's low. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He's looking deep here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us arm strength. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Finds room at the 30. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To throw, it's Raiola. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught near the goal line. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Handoff heading left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The back's got it again. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Defense not pressing this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
So this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try the option play here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. Looking to pass here. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the 1st half. Minuta's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out, it's Staley. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27. The Volunteers looking to run some tempo here. Toss play, back heads to his right. Defense shoves him out of bounds, not much of a gain there.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Trying to find room. It's Selden. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll mark this at the 15. Well, the coverage team must have missed the fair catch signal, but the referees did not. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Branch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tennessee, 10.
And the first play of the final quarter will be a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. A running play called on 4th down.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
The balls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Now it's 2nd down here. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
On the run here, lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. This time it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route building. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of light from this offense.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Raiola. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. Third down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Love. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it. That run moves the ball across the 40. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Now they try to run it here on 2nd down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. A 4th down completion to the running back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Breaks into the clear, it's a sprint. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.